Hello and welcome to this week's lesson on expressions of quantity. In this video, we'll be looking at expressions of quantity that can be used with count and non-count nouns. Let's begin. An expression of quantity may come before a noun. Some examples of these expressions are some, many, a little, a lot of, each, and there are many more. Some expressions of quantity are used only with count nouns. Some expressions of quantity are used only with non-count nouns. And some expressions of quantity are used with count and non-count nouns. So the important thing with this grammar is to learn which expressions of quantity can be used with which type of nouns. And this takes practice and memorization. Expressions of quantity that are used only with count nouns. With a singular count noun, we can use one, each, and every, like one chick, each chick, and every chick. With a plural count noun, we can use two chicks, that is a number, both chicks, a couple of chicks, a few chicks, several chicks, many chicks, and a number of chicks. So both and a couple of both refer to two of something. A few and several refer to at least three or four, more than two of something. And many and a number of refer to a large number of something. Here are some example sentences. There are a number of chicks in this picture. Each chick is brightly colored. So keep in mind that a number of is an expression of quantity that goes with the plural count noun. So we have chicks here as a plural count noun. Each is an expression of quantity that is used with a singular count noun. So we have chick here. Expressions of quantity that are used only with non-count nouns. With a non-count noun, we can use a little, like a little food, much food, and a great deal of food. So a little is a small amount, much and a great deal of is a large amount. For example, there isn't much food on the plate. So here we have the quantity expression much used before a non-count noun, food. Note, much and many are used primarily in questions and negatives. A lot of is used instead of much or many in affirmative sentences. And an exception to that is that too much or too many can be used in affirmative sentences. Expressions of quantity used with both count and non-count nouns. With a plural count noun, we can use these expressions: no chicks, hardly any chicks, some or any chicks, a lot of or lots of chicks, plenty of chicks, most chicks, and all chicks. So no chicks would mean 0. Hardly any means a very small amount. Some is like a general amount. Any is used usually in questions and negative statements. A lot of and plenty of, lots of, these are for a larger amount. Lots of is less formal than a lot of. Most means the majority. And all means 100% of something. So we can use these same expressions of quantity with a non-count noun. No food, hardly any food, some or any food, a lot of or lots of food, plenty of food, most food, and all food. For example, there are a lot of chicks, but there is hardly any food. So in this sentence, a lot of is being used with a plural count noun, and hardly any is being used with a non-count noun.